I can't believe I've been at this for an hour. I haven't been watching a lot of anime, but I have been reading a lot of manga as of recent. Well, not as of recent. As of recent, I've been doing some other stuff. Like, nothing. Today I woke up really early, and that made me really tired, so I like listen to lo-fi hip-hop on the SoundCloud radio. Yeah, I listen to lo-fi hip-hop. And then I didn't even go to sleep. I just closed my eyes a little bit, and it was nice to get. It's sometimes nice to just get shut eye, even if you don't actually go to sleep. It's just comfortable. I wonder if you can use a GIF, and I'm pronouncing it GIF because I don't believe GIF is proper in any way, shape, or form of a way to say it. It works in JPEGs. It does not work with GIFs. Okay. Go into this and see what we can click. Nothing. We can click. We can click exactly nothing. I have female sans somewhere here. I have, for whatever reason, several pictures of female sans, which is, as funny as it is also a little scary. Literally sans waifu. There's 20 pieces. This might be a little more casual, even if it makes me feel stupid. It's fine. Most of this picture is white space anyways, so it would have been awful to do with less pieces, well, I guess. I think a group of people that like something, a fandom, if they talk too much about the fandom, that can basically turn people off of the fandom. At least that's the way it went for me. I was totally neutral on the idea of JoJo, on the idea of K-pop, on the idea of Animal Crossing. Yeah, Animal Crossing is a weird one, but even that, I've heard about it so much that now I just don't like it. And it's like, oh, you can't say anything about something you've never tried. I absolutely can and will. I have a wide array of things that I dislike. I find it kind of funny that I have a wider array of things that I dislike than things that I like. You could consider it to be unhealthy, but I personally don't. I think, as a matter of fact, I think it's healthy to know the things that you like and dislike. Because if you're just kind of wishy-washy about everything, I don't know if you've noticed, but people don't like wishy-washy people. They want chads, yeah. Yeah, they just want chads, exclusively chads. This is a chad-only zone. Yeah. As funny as Sans Undertale is, I really like Toby Fox's composition for the game. But like I said, hearing it too much, hearing Megalovania so much, made me dislike hearing the song. For a while. And then it became funny again, and then I was like, oh, I laugh at popular funny thing. Yeah. So yeah, that was I'm going back again. I'm all over the place. I just want to finish my thoughts before they're like unfinished forever. So oh, is it not gonna give me the? There it is. Thank you. What Day Live was about was there's a dude, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going." And basically in his area or whatever, there are these things called space quakes, as in like there's a massive earthquake or like indent in the ground, and they're just like, "Hey, don't go to this area or like evacuate. Get underground if we detect a space quake." You know, just regular natural disaster stuff. And people are like, "Okay, I'll go do that." And then he's like, "Huh, I can't call my sister. I better go out into this very dangerous area and look for my sister." So he goes to do that and he dies. At first they're like, "Oh, it's just space quakes." So they don't know why the space quakes are so bad. As it turns out, the person behind the space quake is actually a female. Yes, it is a female. This is the part where the date comes into the equation. It's Day Live, as in like when they sing the intro, they make it sound like they're saying dead or alive. I know I'm going for 80 pieces again, and I'm probably gonna like lose my thought halfway through, but it's fine, probably. It's not even like well designed because intrinsically I'm choosing the image. There's no way this can be a well designed puzzle if I'm choosing the actual image, you know? And because like you'll end up with a bunch of images that are just white space, and that's not conducive to a puzzle environment. This is a Konosuba background. I think it was for New Year's. I really like Konosuba. I watched the movie, had a good time. I really like uh, cutesy eyes on male characters. What's it called? Um, bokuben, Bokutachi wa Benkyo Dekinai. That anime. Yeah, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? Well, you'll see what a mouthful is really like in a second. Funny. So that anime, basically as time went on, they just drew the main character's eyes cuter and cuter, and like it was kind of weird, but dude, I really liked it actually. Um, it was unique to see in my eyes a main character with cutesy eyes. It's also why I like Komi-san. Well, obviously I like Komi-san because I really like the characters, and I don't know, they're all just endearing to me. Like if the main character is as equally good of a waifu as the female lead, you have a convincing. Well, I mean, they don't have to be a waifu to be a convincing and like engaging male lead, but dude, if I was gay, I would definitely want to marry Tadano. So Konosuba's characters, Kazuma himself doesn't have the big eyes that I was talking about, but he does have like, well, he kind of does, but he also kind of doesn't. He does have an appealing character design, in my opinion. Oh, where does this go? That looks like it goes on the Hagoromo. Yeah, one of the only reason I know that is because of The World Only God Knows, and I didn't even watch that much of The World Only God Knows, disappointingly. I think I should have watched more of The World Only God Knows. Same with No Game No Life. I watched like an episode of that and I was just out. And you know, I hear a lot of good things about it, and sometimes hype can kill something for you. Like it being too hyped up can kill it. Is one of the ways I like to think about it. Well, we just have to offer a better platform than what the pirates offer. If hey, if you download it on our software, you don't get DRM. That's good. If hey, you download it on software and you do get DRM, that is obviously not ideal, and you're doing it wrong. I don't know. I feel as such about it. This is pretty fun. I think this image is pretty well suited for a puzzle. If you don't already know the plot of Konosuba somehow, I think you should just watch it because it's a really good anime. But aside from that, yeah, Konosuba is just dude dies, gets reincarnated, as his reincarnation present, because everyone gets one, and everybody gets one. As his reincarnation present, he decides, hey, why don't I bring, like, literally the goddess of the world with me? That should be a good idea. It was not a good idea, because this goddess of the world is quite an unlikable individual. Yeah, this goddess of the world, like, she's not necessarily unlikable, she's just literally baby. I don't mean she's young, I mean she acts like a baby all the time. Yep, that's it. That's the entire thing. No, so what happens is, and like if you haven't watched it already somehow, these are gonna be vague spoilers. What happens is, they're like, okay, we gotta become adventurers and make money or whatever, so let's put out a party request for him and like, you know, see who wants to join our party. This starving mage decides to join them and faints the moment that she sees them because, as mentioned before, she is starving. I was bathed in the influence. So these are flags. These flags run here. And, oh, they run both sides. Crap, actually. This looks like it'll go here then. No, it goes above this entire thing. Wait. No. Presumably this goes above all this. And it goes in there. Or whatever. So where does this fit in? Oh, this has got to be lower, because it's actually a part of the flags. Right? Or is this... No. No. Am I understanding something totally wrong? I might be. Okay, do all these line up? This doesn't actually, that makes sense. Does this line up? No. Well, what would it line up with? Well, nothing. I keep on getting distracted. Okay. Reincarnation, woohoo. This is the man that's reincarnated right here. Forget his name. I'm kidding. You can't forget his name. It's Sato Kazuma. Don't you dare forget it. He's pretty cool. Just in general, he's just pretty cool, I think. So I think this lines up with this, and there's like, okay, well they all fell apart, but the way I'm pretty sure it goes is this lines up with this, and this lines up with this, and there's something in between, and it's fine. This is what's in between. Yep. So this man gets reincarnated. They meet the starving lolly, and then the she's a crusader. She comes later. Basically, she can defend. She has like tons of defense. She can defend against like any attack. The only problem is she can't attack anything, not for moral reasons, just because she is so she is blessed, and by blessed I mean cursed with inaccuracy. It's very funny, but also not. And honestly, in any other show, like they would probably spin Darkness's thing as a positive, like, hey, she might not be able to do this, but you know, she has ultimate defense. Isn't that cool? They're just like, no, she's awful. Well, they don't say she's awful, but it is pretty funny. Yeah, as basically, it's just they have a dysfunctional party, and they do dysfunctional party stuff. Just the usual for a dysfunctional part. What is... I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with this piece. This looks like something. I like to say that Daily Life is my favorite anime, but that's not true. Daily Life has my favorite characters, but it is by no means my favorite anime. I hear the plot gets a lot better after the events of Season 3. Unfortunately, Season 3 is all that anyone following the anime has gotten up to. So if you're like telling them to look forward to that, there's nothing for them to look forward to. They're just like, yeah, everything sucks already. I'm just gonna leave, and then they leave, and it's like, bruh. Well, okay, I wouldn't say it's exactly like that. It's just more or less effectively, it is like, bruh. I think I've gotten a little better at this. Like, overall, I've gotten a little better, but it might be this puzzle's actually doable. By doable, I mean good. By good, I mean I'm awful. Did you see that rotation just now? That was God tier in the worst way. Yeah. Something here is not wrong. Something here is fine. Why did I say all that smack then? Because I couldn't rotate the piece into place, that's why. It seems that is like the one and only reason. Alrighty. If I had to say anime in general, it actually I'm gonna say definitely Sora no Otoshimono. it is still like Konosuba is one of my favorite comedies, but Sora no Otoshimono has nostalgia factor for me, and it still holds up in humor, and it has pretty good serious moments on top of its funny moments, which is just perfect. And it would have been perfect if I said perfect when I completed this, but I didn't. As a matter of fact, I actually did that totally wrong. Perfect. Swag. I do like just kind of chilling. Playing puzzles. Like 12 a.m. Okay, it's not 12 a.m. It's 10 minutes to 12 a.m. But oh, I'm yawning. Actually, it probably would be better for me to just head out now, but I want to do this last one. Okay, so definitely not that. It's probably more like this one in the corner. That looks accurate enough, I think. I don't know. Holy crap. Yeah, no, I'm starting to cry. It's like tired tears. I'm just gonna leave. I hope you enjoyed the experience of just me talking, and I hope I made it enjoyable through editing, because there's no way I'm just uploading this raw. See ya.